exhaust, fire. Brand new $300 Voss climbing boots turned into burn up boots. My crampons burn up. Other boot burn up. My mattress pad, end of it's melted, will come apart, burn up. My Goose Down, very expensive Australian feather mattress topper, burn up. Oh, this happened about a week ago. So this whole thing is trash. I just had it on there to show you what happened. Sorry guys, I had to turn the mic around. It's a little windy out here, but yeah, this whole thing is trash now. I'm gonna buy another one. They're like 70 bucks. I'm not gonna do it right now for the time being. Today, I'm just gonna use this Rubbermaid thing. It has no lock on it or anything, but it does have my backpack in there. My Osprey backpack actually did get some fire damage too. It melted the top of it, so gotta try to replace that. But if you saw my last video where I was comparing the Ryobi, which is right over there, the Ryobi generator, I'll put a link up at the top right up here, so you can go look at that video if you want to see the comparison between the Ryobi and the Champion. That's one of the biggest drawbacks for this Champion, is I lost about $600 worth of gear because of where this exhaust is, and because I had a brain fart and forgot to turn this way so the exhaust would go out the front. I woke up Sunday morning, I was tired, a little hungover. I don't drink much anymore. I had a few drinks, had a friend out. Her and I had some drinks. We went out into Joshua Tree National Park. So I didn't really want to get up, but it started getting hot. I wanted the air conditioner on, so I came out, just started this thing up, didn't think a thing about it. This is pretty thick plastic, but as you can see, not near thick enough. I mean, it literally melted. It melted that big hole and a hole over here as well. And it was sitting on the back of my RV. So I'm so lucky. I know this thing had to been just like seconds away from ignition, and it could have burned up the entire back of my RV. Luckily, the only reason I noticed this and I found it and discovered it is because this generator ran out of gas. So I came out to put more gas in it, and I could smell something burning. I could smell the plastic, and that's what I had. So the Ryobi, the way it sets on here, I put the LCD over here and the exhaust was on this side, so I didn't have any possibility of that happen. So if that Ryobi would have just worked, if it would have been 2600 watts run, it probably would have worked, and that would have never happened. But this Champion, that exhaust is super hot coming out of this Champion. I guess because it's so powerful. You know, it's twice as, it's got 1,000 more horsepower than the Ryobi. So that's been my luck, this whole thing of trying to get moved out of my house. So it's been one thing after another. I guess that's the way it goes, right? That's all I have left. Should have that all out of here in the next hour or two, and then that's gonna do it. It's gonna be everything. I just want to say, guys, as bummed as I was about what happened with my stuff burning up, my climbing gear, my brand new Voss boots that I only used to climb one mountain, and my Osprey pack catching on, you know, burning up the top of it. As bummed as I was still very, very thankful that it didn't really catch on fire and burn up part of my RV or burn my entire RV. So I feel very lucky in that regards. It still sucks when you lose stuff. You know, I'm getting rid of everything I own as it is, but those are things that I had planned on taking on the road with me and being able to continuously climb, because I joined a thing called the 6-Pack of Peaks, and I think I only have another month to complete it. So I've got some mountains to climb before winter hits. But anyway, you know, I don't want to dwell on the negative. Those things happen. That's life. It's just materialistic stuff, and I can replace it. It's not that big a deal. So let's move forward. I do want to thank you guys. We hit 100 subscribers. I think I woke up like at 4 o'clock this morning or 5 and checked my phone and saw that I'd hit 100 subscribers. I know that probably isn't much. You know, it's like, you know, there's like PewDiePie who's got like 55 or 57 million. So a little, you know, hunky-dory 100 subscribers is nothing. But hey, I'm proud of it. Hit my first 100 subscribers. I haven't put a whole lot into this channel like I plan to. Once I'm out and traveling, doing some urban camping, doing some boondocking out in the woods, all kinds of things like every other RVer is doing that you see on other RV channels, but I plan on doing that too. And hopefully you guys will tune in for what I'm doing. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you guys. Thank you guys for pitching in and commenting and taking an interest to my little channel that's just barely starting out. I really do appreciate it, guys. Like I said, 100 subscribers isn't nothing to brag about, but hey, you know, you take it in increments. So the first 100, now I want to reach 1,000, then I want to reach 10,000, then you want to reach 100. We'll see where it goes. I'm just glad to be having fun with this and glad to be able to dedicate the time to it to make it fun. So anyway, I'm going to actually give you guys some info about something that nobody really talks about. And that is actually selling all your crap and getting out of your house. For me, it has been a complete 100% nightmare. I cannot emphasize enough how strenuous it's been. I did this completely at the wrong time of year. The only reason I'm moving out of my house and decided to go full-time RVer is because the owner, I was leasing this house, and the owner decided to put it on the market and sell it. So she gave me 60 days to move out. Well, I'm literally I'm around 2 months past that 60 days. That's how long it's taken me to sell all my stuff. I finally sold my bedroom suite yesterday after it's been listed for 2 months. I've been trying to sell it for 2 months. I've had 4 different times people schedule times that they were gonna come get it, and I made sure I was here and didn't leave and didn't go do anything else on the weekend, and they never showed up. They just ghosted, didn't call, couldn't get a hold of them. I start texting them when about an hour before it's time for them to be here and don't hear anything. So it's been miserable, and I've had one stroke of bad luck after the other. From the very first day I started this, I had to get my RV in the shop because it wasn't running. And I got left high and dry by AAA. I ended up having to pay $75 for a tow for 9 miles when I'm a AAA member. And the last time I tried to use AAA, they left me high and dry again. So I haven't had a lot of luck with AAA. I've never don't think I've ever used AAA. And I've had them forever, and I've never been able to use them. Every time I think I'm gonna use them, they come out, no, we can't do it, and they leave. And it's just been literally one thing after another. I bought over $200 headers. I think they were 230 plus shipping. So I think they were around 300. I can't remember, but they didn't fit. So now I have them in the box. They won't fit. They will not go on Bertha. They're for a Dodge Big Block 440, but they won't clear the chassis, so they just won't fit. They're like this much, literally like 1.5 inches, and they would fit. And you can't cut the bottom of the RV off to make them fit. So I got a set of Hedman headers that are going into storage because I listed them for sale. Nobody wants them. So that's over $200. And then I went and picked up the Ryobi generator, which you guys already know that story. It was not powerful enough. I ended up having to go back and get another Champion. Also, it took me 2 months to get my RV air conditioner just installed. I could not find anybody that wanted to do it. And then once I found a guy, he gave me like a 2-week time period, and then that kept getting pushed back. And so it ended up being like a month before I got him to install it. And once I took the RV to him, he had it done within 24 hours. By the next day, he had it done. So it wasn't like it was a big job for him. It was just he had other things to do, and it wasn't one of his priorities, I guess. So I just want to say that I moved from Dallas, Texas to California in 2007, the beginning of 2007, and I broke down. The transfer case went out on my truck in El Paso, and I ended up having to rent a U-Haul and a car dolly and towed the truck in a trailer the rest of the way to California from El Paso. And it wasn't as stressful as this has been. This has been the most stressful, and I have spent right around $5,000. I had expected to have this little nest egg or, a little bit of money left over. I figured max it was going to cost me $2,500 to $3,000 to get out of this house, get the RV ready to go, and be in the RV and ready to go. And no, I've spent so much money, man. It's ridiculous. Here's another thing. A year ago, before Bertha broke down, when I first bought her, I traveled everywhere. I urban camped in LA while I worked on a TV show for a couple of months. And then when that TV show ended, I drove back to Joshua Tree 100 miles. And then I made 2 trips to Vegas. And everything on Bertha worked. There was nothing that didn't work. The water pumps worked. The hot water heater worked. Everything worked. There was nothing that didn't work. The refrigerator worked. Everything worked. It was like, oh yeah, I could live in this thing. Everything works. Now that I'm living in it, now that I'm ready to go living in it this afternoon, this evening, everything is broke. Nothing works. The water pump barely pumps water to the kitchen sink. I think it may be due to a bad house battery. So I'm going to buy a new house battery and hopefully that fixes it. If that doesn't fix it, then it means I have a short. I have something grounding out and it's draining my house battery. But my water barely pumps in the kitchen sink. My refrigerator doesn't work, stopped working. I lost over $100 worth of groceries because I stocked up when I moved into the RV because I thought the refrigerator worked. I just thought it was going to take it time. RV refrigerators take time to get them going. So it's been one thing after another. I'm just glad it's over with. I'm just leaving whatever's left to leave and I'm walking away. I gave the landlord the keys this morning. It's Saturday, September 2nd, I believe, and I'm done. I have to come back and get my motorcycle. I have to order a part for it for the petcock. It's leaking gas. And I'm going to put that thing in storage. But I'm out of here this evening. I'm done. I'm cleaning what's up left here and getting in my RV and I'm driving away. So hopefully the next video, guys, we'll be out on the road. We'll be doing something and we won't be stuck at this house. I'm going to get off of here. I just wanted to tell you guys thank you so much again for the 100 subscribers. I really do appreciate it if you're watching my videos. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. Thank you. And for those of you that comment, good or bad, I don't care what you have to say. As long as you want to say it, say it. I don't care. We can have any kind of discussion you want to have. So remember, guys, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell next to it so you'll get a notification the next time I upload a video. And if you can't be good, at least be good at it. Peace, guys.